Rivalries in racing don't get more legendary than Ford versus Ferrari. A battle so intense, they made a movie about it. And today, we're bringing that battle to the model car vault, diecast style. But who will take the crown here? The Ford GT40 MK2 or the Ferrari 330 P3? Stay to the finish line and find out. In 1966, Ford had one mission: beat Ferrari at Le Mans. And after years of failure, they finally had the machine to do it. But Ferrari, the reigning king of endurance racing, wasn't going down without a fight. So the stage was set for one of the most talked about races in history. Today, I've got two diecast models straight from that legendary battle. We've got the number 1 GT40 MK2 driven by Ken Miles and made by Shelby Collectibles, and the number 21 Ferrari 330 P3, driven by Lorenzo Bandini and Jean Guichet, made by Werk83, both in 1/18 scale. I'll be giving you a quick review on both of them, starting with Ferrari. Ferrari's P-Series prototypes were engineering masterpieces, and the P3 was no exception. Wider, lower, and featuring fuel injection for the first time. But here's the thing, we don't get to see that engine. This model is sealed, no opening parts, no engine view, and minimal functionality. Using my endoscope camera, I got a peek through the window, but the interior lacks much detail. Still, it makes for a stunning display piece. One standout feature is the blue tape on the headlights, which helped prevent shattered glass from littering the track during races. While this detail wasn't shown in the Ford vs Ferrari movie, it was commonly used on many Le Mans cars. Now, here's the car that made history. Ken Miles' number 1 Ford GT40 MK2. Ford came in swinging in '66, locking out the front row in qualifying, and once the race started, they pulled ahead and never looked back. And just like the real car, this model looks like a machine built to dominate. Unlike the Werk83 Ferrari, Shelby Collectibles gives us a lot more to work with. We've got opening doors where we get to see a lot of detail inside. And check it out, rubberized soft seats. Nice touch. The front hood opens, and as a bonus, there's a mini opening for quick access to the spare tire. But the best part is the opening rear engine cover, revealing the legendary 427 V8. The famous bundle of snakes exhaust is also a highlight. And overall, there's a lot of engine detail to admire here. Now, this isn't exactly a fair fight, or at least a fair comparison. The Ford has way more detail and functionality, while the Ferrari is more of a static display. Although both cars lack working suspension, they both have steerable wheels. The Ferrari is noticeably heavier than the Ford, about 90 grams heavier. But here's the kicker, both models cost about the same, around $90 US. So, if you had to pick one, which would you go for? The detailed GT40 MK2 or the beautifully sculpted Ferrari 330 P3? Drop a comment below and let me know your winner. So Bandini's Ferrari dropped out 17 hours in, paving the way for Ford's controversial 1-2-3 finish. Ken Miles, who led most of the race, was told to slow down for a staged photo finish, handing the official win to Bruce McLaren. To this day, many believe Miles was robbed. Debate aside, these cars are legends. They represent one of motorsport's greatest rivalries, and thanks to the Ford vs Ferrari film, they're now movie icons too. That being said, it's worth noting that these diecasts aren't movie replicas. They predate the film, and even the film took liberties with the real cars. But side by side, the details don't matter. What you see is heritage and nostalgia, the essence of diecast collecting. We may never drive these legends, but with models like these, we can hold a piece of history. If you enjoyed this showdown, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching the Model Car Vault. See you in the next one.